I'm so tired of this new world we live in. Feels like we've been prepared to live in dystopian society, with things like George Orwell being taught to us at a younger age and shows like Black Mirror grooming us for these kinds of worlds. The thought of virtual reality and living in the meta, and the insane amount of AI being flooded into our content and ideas. On top of that, you have content platforms like YouTube and Twitch being able to keep society stimulated and asleep for generations with the insane amount of garbage content there. Instead of wanting to change the world or spread love, most people's dream jobs are to be YouTubers, oftentimes attempting to get clout by spreading hate, annoyance, and drama. And that right there alone should be the signs of the downfall of this nation, maybe even this world. Like most Americans, I'm ignorant to the rest of the world, living in my self-absorbed bubble as a nation. I like to pretend I know a lot of geography, but in reality, I'm near as dumb as the rest of us. But even I can see the self-destructive machine we have been consumed by. I don't know if it's capitalism, corporate greed, satanic influence, evil forces, or a well-thought-out global takeover that has been planned and implemented over generations by a shadow government. But there are way bigger forces afoot that have been pulling strings for decades, maybe even centuries. I feel like the general public is aware of it, but we've been so conditioned and brainwashed that we ignore it all and call it crazy. How many illegal scandals need to be covered up before we realize our justice system is a joke? How many sex trafficking rings need to be uncovered before we realize the issue of children being trafficked is way bigger than we thought and is being supported and funded at the highest levels of government? How many political leaders need to be caught before we realize it's not politics, it's a circus run by clowns? How many musicians need to make another satanic song with a satanic music video before we realize it's ran by much more evil forces than at face value? How many more scumbag, self-absorbed, stupid influencers do we need to idolize before we realize we're being brainwashed to feed off this stuff? How many Sneakos, Neons, Jack Dohertys, and more do we need to make famous before we realize we're being fed toxicity and we love it? When can we wake up? Realize, my friends, we are the people. And realize this nation overall, this world, needs to change. And the change needs to be us. We still actually have the power to change things. I don't know how much longer it will be like that, but it needs to start somewhere. History has shown us time and time again that the few don't care about the many. So this is my proposal, viewer. If you help spread this word and we start a movement, I will dedicate myself to spreading this message, on helping lead this charge. Because long enough have we endured the oppressive rule of the few. Long enough have we been brainwashed and fed stupid ideals and wrong morals. No longer will we be led to the slaughter, but it's time we created our own path. That path is rebellion. Rebellion against the mainstream corporate agenda. Rebellion against the corrupt government that does nothing but keep any third party suppressed. A rebellion against all the agendas being forced into our schools and into our everyday lives. We'll start small, with the takedown of Hollywood. And yes, this seems big at first, but in retrospect, it's a small step on the journey of retribution for our corrupt system. This is what I need your help with. I need your help in creating this army. An army of people willing to get rid of corruption and destroy the current foundations of the corrupt system we live in. And who better to do that than JC Denton from Deus Ex? And yes, I'm aware of this profile picture has been known for in the past. It was used for trolling and in a heinous way. But now we need it back for good and not evil. You see, in this video game from 2000, one of the endings is to choose to destroy Area 51 and the Aquinas system, removing the means by which any one person or group could control the world. This is the only option we are faced with in today's world. So anyone who is down with this movement, I ask that you change your profile picture to this as a symbol. Not only a symbol of revolution and rebellion, but also a symbol of retribution. A symbol that shows the system that has been created to divide and conquer us will be destroyed and toppled by the many. So I ask another thing. If you see anyone with this profile picture anywhere, like their comment, reply to with possible. I will do the same. But we need to make an army that likes each other's comments so we can flood the comment sections and be seen and our message heard. And what is that message, you ask? Boycott Hollywood. This is the message we will spread, whether it's in your bio or a Twitter post or reply to a fellow ally of this movement. But that is our message, the message of this army. Hashtag boycott Hollywood. And with this, I bid you farewell and a good night.